So I had a physics lab, and I was doing my usual, had a busy schedule, was doing NVIDIA Q&A session for the Ignite thing, which I've talked about a bit here. And for the physics lab today, it was just a quick worksheet of like projectile motion. So we're doing a group project, and then it wasn't a group, also a group task for the worksheet. And then I'm usually good with physics because I did in high school. And I was like, it's pretty much high school physics if I'm being honest. So I was like, I was really confident. I was also doing the NVIDIA thing. I was like, okay, let me listen to this because I had to prepare for the interview. So then I thought I had an idea of what I was doing. So I was comfortable. I thought I was comfortable with it. So then the group is doing it. We're a bit lost. And I'm like, okay, I actually know what I'm doing. So I log in a bit. I start like saying, oh, this is how we do it. I start breaking it down. I start going to like the whole smart guy thing, like, you know, Harrison Walls, Cisco, Barry Allen, from the Flash. Like I take off my jacket even. I started writing on I started writing on the chalkboard like the solution, how like it works, and explaining it. And then the TA comes over and he looks confused, like it's completely wrong, right? And I was like, dang. And that just kept on happening again and again. Like the first question did was wrong, and then like the next one was also wrong, and the third one, everything falling up, like we started to get like we're on the same page, but everything falling in there was kind of right, but it's like we messed up one part. But the idea was I'll just mess up all over. Like it was so bad. I was so confident at the beginning, and I felt like when I was doing like the first question and like right on the chalkboard, I actually did seem really cool. I felt like they're like, oh dang, he knows what he's doing, and then the TA actually like just said nah. That's the point though. The reason I say this as my story time for the videos because I think it was really interesting how there was like a big confidence decrease. Cause I was so comfortable. I was like, oh dang, this is kind of cool to like show people what I know, and I was completely wrong. And then I just had to keep on doing it. But what I also noticed was that was a physics discussion, and then we had the physics lab later, which was like more Excel. To be honest, I say it's barely physics because like you're plugging and playing with formulas. You don't really think about the physics of it. It's more just practicing with Excel. But we had that, and I was like acing that all in all. I don't even know how I was doing it because I'm not familiar with Excel. I remember there was like I think Goldman Sachs thing I was doing a while back that I never actually finished if I think about it now. Where I had to play with Excel for a bit and there's some other stuff a couple years back. But I was like all the formulas were coming to me one at a time. It was so cool just do them like offhand, not even like think about like memorizing them, not even like looking them up, just like type it in. But I guess they were so intuitive to be fair. But the reason I say it is because like if I stopped at the let me take these headphones off. If I stopped doing discussion where I got the first questions wrong and just stopped participating all in all, like I said, okay, I actually have no idea what I'm doing, that would have been I would have been of much help to my peers and like the people in my group. And I was very tempted to do that. I was like, dang, because I'm someone who doesn't like getting stuff wrong publicly as well. But I was like, nah, you just have to keep on going, honestly. I think it's not even a number game, it's just a matter of saying, okay, it sucked the first time, it sucked the second time, it sucked the third time, it sucked the fourth time, but the fifth time, if I get it right, it's gonna be really nice. And you just keep on doing that. Eventually, I think it was the seventh time, I guess it was in the lab where I started getting stuff right. So that was a quick story time. I guess just keep on trying until you get it right and then try new things, approach it in different ways. Also just be humble. I think that was also another issue. Cause I know I was being a bit cocky initially when I started writing this stuff on the it was so cool. It was like I was doing an NVIDIA thing in the hopes of getting an NVIDIA internship, but I was also doing this physics thing, explaining to people. So I was doing two things at the same time, and it seemed really cool. But then I had no idea what I was doing actually. I now understand it a bit better, but still. So that was the story time. In terms of other stuff, there's only one update I can really give, and that's the quantum thing. So there's a quantum club at UMD, really big quantum club, and I applied to join their applied track, and the applied track basically works as a cohort, and they look at different projects. So let's say you're doing an applied track in machine learning, you basically see how can quantum mechanics like in machine learning, how can that like maybe improve training, make it more efficient. I was looking this up a while back, I think a couple of days ago. I was essentially like, okay, how can you use quantum to optimize the training? Like how can you I think it was like how can you swap certain like training parts of to like the quantum side of things, and then maybe just like a normal computer and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm really happy I got on. Thank the Lord that I got on, because that was actually something I was really like excited about. I also think it's kind of cool, ironic, because when I finished when I was a TA over during my high school, I think it was my junior year in high school. When I was a TA, when I was wrapping up, I met someone who was doing quantum at UMD, and the goal of it, or one of the ideas we had when I was talking up, was like, okay, I'm in a cybersecurity club in high school, in my high school, and I wanted to bring them over to do like a tour because cybersecurity quantum is like a big thing, and it's like, oh, the better quantum computers get, the more the current encryptions we have become endangered because then you have ways to break those current encryptions. And I know there's people making quantum encryptions for when that day comes, but the point still stands. So I want to bring the cybersecurity club over, and that was the whole thing I was planning for a couple months. It never did come to fruition. On some college applications, I did hint that came to fruition because, to be fair, it was still in the progress of coming to fruition, but sadly, it never did come to fruition. But now I'm part of the quantum club, so I think that's really cool. And maybe that will be something that does come to fruition somewhere, somehow. I think it's also just cool in general, just coming back, because since I'm from Maryland, since I did spend some time in UMD prior to coming to UMD, there's a lot of like parallels that happen every now and then. It's really cool to see, whether it's like with the sandbox, right? I built a Project Phillips, so I really have to touch that up because it's so cool. I feel weird because like the dude who helped me build the sword, I don't think he remembers me, but I remember him. So it's like I don't know how to introduce myself. Like, oh, I met you a couple years back. You're really cool, and you helped me build this really cool thing. But yeah, in terms of other stuff, the career fair is on Monday. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to participate because I'm technically on the computer science career fair. Let me reiterate. I'm technically not in the computer science major. I'm I'm a lesson science person. Basically non-major trying to get into computer science major, but it's a limited enrollment program. So that's what a lot of these stuff I've been talking about for now. Like, how did I get into that program? So I don't know if I'll be able to get into the CS thing, CS career fair. However, to my benefit, there is a lot of company pop-ups. I guess that's how you phrase it. Or there's basically company pop-ups where like companies come and just talk and try and get people to submit their resumes and ask them questions. So like there was one with Capital One and there's one with Bloomberg. I met them yesterday and today. So I was able to show them my face because I remember yesterday I sat in the front, asked them the first question, and then today I was like, okay, I was talking a bit here and there. So hopefully they remember my face and my name because not many people have the name Chiku Dalo Chiku, which I guess is a really cool benefit. But yeah, I think that's also to my benefit. There's going to be one for Walmart on Wednesday. So I'll just be doing the company pop-ups if I can't go to the career fair one. I do have a backup plan. I don't know if it's going to come to fruition. I pray it does, but we'll see. And maybe I pray it also doesn't need to, I have to go with a backup plan for the career fair. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to talk about before I end this video today. Something cool I did today actually was the door thing where I came in and like open and said like story time. That's something I don't usually do because I'm usually anxious about like, oh, what if someone's watching. But I think as I get older, I don't even get more tired. It's not even a matter of like I'm just tired of people or anything like that. It's more so as I get older, the more I realize I just want to do stuff I want to do, like no matter how it comes off as. So it's really just like one of those like I really want to try doing this for a video. I'm just gonna do it. I think I don't always have that mentality, but I think it's when I do have that mentality, I see the best results with my creativity. So that's something I really want to keep on pushing forward. But besides that, I have nothing else to say. So, have a great day.